So hi, Taylor.
Hi, so I'm Taylor from Eclipsed Sounds. We're a third-party developer for synthesizer VStudio, which is by Dreamtonics. Dreamtonics is a company based in Japan, and we're one of two US-based developers. We focus on high-quality professional singers. So currently, right now, we have a soprano vocalist available on the market, as well as a bass vocalist. But we also have a tenor vocalist that we're debuting at the show, who will be available later this year, probably at the end of the summer. They're currently in beta right now, but we have a test version of their voice database, which I would love to show to you right now.
Cool. So for those who don't know what VStudio is, could you just do like a quick kind of explanation of that as well?
Yeah, of course. So this is a vocal synthesizer. You just input your melody and your lyrics, and then it performs it for you, basically at studio quality. I know that's a little hard to believe, so we'll get to it in just a second. But all you have to do is you just import your MIDI, or you draw it in, and then you double-click on a note to add lyrics. So right here it says girl. I'll be changing it to boy. Then you'll see the pronunciation above the note change, as well as the pitch line on the note and the audio beneath it. So as soon as I change that, it reprocesses the pitch and reprocesses the audio as well. Fairly quickly, even on this sort of limited hardware that we have here at the show. So I'll go ahead and change that back, so we have the lyrics that people may recognize from this song. But you also have direct control over the pitch at any given moment. So here, this is a very tight vibrato from this singer, which was instantly generated by the program by using the instant mode feature. But if I don't like it, I can simply draw over it and remove it. So you have full control over basically everything to do with the voice at every second of your production. So I'll just go ahead and play this sample for you. This is our tenor vocalist that we're testing out at the show. They're currently in beta, but
So this is Saros.
yeah, this is Saros. They're named after an astrological term, just to represent that they're in the mid-range of our lineup, sort of between the sun and moon.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for?
So all of these pitch transitions and everything are generated by the voice database itself, and it applies the original style of the singer which that it was sampled from. So while you do have control, you can also just sit back and let it do its thing, because it created all of these stylistic curves. The only thing that was input were these notes, which are just on solid piano roll style notes, and the lyrics themselves. Everything else was just done by the voice database itself.
So how far can we push it? Can we kind of make it really extreme in terms of like intonation and things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. For something like that, since those sorts of features are still being implemented into our Saros voice database, I would use our Solaria voice database. She's our soprano. She's an extremely versatile vocal, and she has a lot of special features that are limited to the pro version of this software, but that can really take it to the next level. So this is usually a pretty typical pop song. While she gets a little strong in her high range, it might not be anything to write home about. So here we have her on the chorus, and I'll show it just as she is by default first.
I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground.
So she's pretty clear and pretty strong, but we can really push that by using the vocal modes feature, which is exclusive to Synthesizer VStudio Pro. We have a little bit turned up here. You can see I've turned up the power slider and passionate slider, but I can turn this all the way up, and I'll turn passionate down since that's more close to her initial tone. And I'll turn solid all the way up as well, if we really want to get like a fully, full-bodied, powerful voice. So I'll play that right now too, and hopefully it won't be too loud.
As I dive in, I'll never meet the ground.
And this is just very simple editing with like very little input on my part. You can even use those sliders that I just mentioned. You can use them as like parameterized automation. You can go in and like really adjust the pitch at every second, the pronunciation, the length of every consonant and vowel. You have so much control in this. But it also does a lot for you. Most of the producers that we work with say it gets them about 80% of the way there. And those are producers who are using it for final finished featured vocals. So if you're just using it for demos and stuff, you might not need a lot of these editing tools, but it's clear and ready right away.
Brilliant. So is this kind of, obviously the tenor, was it? It's not available yet, but your other two are. Where can people pick them up? What's the kind of process?
You can just head over to eclipsesounds.com. So that's eclipsedsounds.com. And you can pick them up right now. We have a discount code for NAMM, which I suppose I can show. That will last until the end of the year. So if you're waiting on that tenor, you can still pick them up afterwards. Otherwise, you can also, if you pick up both our soprano and our bass vocal, you can get an additional 10% off just for the duet.
Brilliant. Well, Taylor, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It was great meeting you.